Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
hacking.
Mouse.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truan. He's got lightning attacks on GM, blunders and gaffes, true not over the board. It's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless. He rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction. The status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe. Ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe. Ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for ELO farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now it can't.
All right, my friends, here we go. Let's I'm looking for something, buddy. I'm looking for something. Where's my there we go. Bang. There we go. Bang. Looks weird, I know, but that's something I can fix. We're gonna go actually maybe I'll start grad show. I'll start with the grad show just so you can see a little bit. Yeah. We're going to go games, analysis board. We're going to go starting position. Yep. Here we go. Just getting, I'm finding the YouTube here. Boom. Boom. I'm going to go, all right. So this is the boring part of it. We're going to go here. We're going to give a flip. I was black. And we're going to write in, this guy's name was Morella from Cuba. I guess I also should look him up. I think he was at FM. So Morella, Fide, Chess. Julio Morella. Oh, he's got an old picture there, like when he had long hair. That's pretty cool. So he's a FIDE master, and he was about 21. These guys, he really dropped. So his rating's not too high. One of the reasons I didn't get that many points, boss. I didn't get that many points because this guy was biting it. All right, here we go. FM. Black is Cry. And I was about 2380. Title. GM. Result. You're going to see it was a little bit of a roller coaster, my friends. All right. This is going to be July. Pretty sure it was this Sunday, July 27th. Bang. Event. US Senior. Open. This is round 6. Okay, next up we got to go clock, and I hit time control. Entire game we're looking at. I always want to put in 90, but I have to put in 130. And we got 30 seconds increment. Okay, so here we go. Now that we got that set up, let's do game review. My cam's all messed up. Thank you for telling me. I see it now too. FIDE or online. In general, it's always going to be FIDE when I'm doing this thing. Okay, Cam to Play is here. Arsenal fan is here. Chill Guy says, hi, David. Actually, I think this is maybe from last night or something. I'm still seeing the chat from last night. Okay, we're about ready to start. David says, hey, Jesse, can you announce in chat about the tournament for me? Info is in help, and I'll be around to put people into the pairings. Okay, I can do that. Also, David, if you need to get on here, buddy, you can. So let's read this out loud, actually. So I just put this in the Twitch chat. We need opponents for Coach Champ's practice tournaments. Friday, 8 to 11 Pacific, and Saturday, 8 to 11. Friday is going to be for 1350, 1950, and tomorrow morning, Saturday, is going to be 900, 1300. And the Niebring says, I will be the one you play in the 1565, 1965 in Rapid on chess.com. Cool. Yeah. All right, my friends, let's start this thing. If David wants to take over, he can take over. This is just some of my own training that I need to get done. I would say of the things that I do for training, putting in my games is the most unpleasant for me. All right, so let me just write. I used to look down on this move, but now I see it as an interesting weapon for white. All right, so I played bishop e7. I prepared for this game. This is the comp's top move. Now, I used to play knight of 6. We're going to say my old move, which would have been a good practical choice. However, we're going to look just briefly at the engine now. Turn on the engine just for a second. I think it says e5 and white is a touch better. It even says d4, which is really weird to me. Why would you do d4 and then d5? So honestly, dude, you know, okay, so what I want to do actually is, let's say knight f3. Let's say d5. It still wants to take. It's really, I guess you could, I guess. But if they do this, which is the human move, see, now, okay, wait. This was my old move. This is the way I used to play it. I had many games like this. And now, right, like de4, de4, bishop c5. Okay. Could have aimed for this if I thought white didn't want any of the different positions that could arise. Okay. So here we go. Bishop e7. Knight f3. d5. d3. Knight f6. g3. Castles. Bishop g2. b5. We're going to give it an exclam. C5. I'm about to turn off the computer, but was what the guy had in a previous round, and I knew this was unpleasant for black. Okay, so we're going to turn off the analysis just for a second. All right, so b5. Basically, I'm going to expand on the queen side no matter what, and I want to make c4 difficult. All right, so he has been playing this breakneck speed. 0-1-31. And I am at... I'm also playing super fast. Next several moves, really. So, h4. We're going to say a little provocative to do this before committing to e5, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, so. Okay, David's going to take over. I'll come back and do this some other time. So I'm not going to raid anybody. And I'm going to stop streaming. And I'm just, he's coming. He's coming. Normally I would, say, blah, 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 wait a second. But there's hardly anyone here anyway. He's going to be right.